भारताखिलपूर्णः प्रजाबलित ज्ञानं मया प्रदीपः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ अखण्डमङ्गलाकारं ध्यातं येन चरं तत्परं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ श्री गुरुदेव नमः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री व्यास महाराज की जय। Can you standing as we open our session with Arti?
Saya ask Mataji deeply to lead us into Arti. As we ask continue to lead us into Pratna. Pray to Lord Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. Shall we all pray? Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansachanuramaradanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Mandir Jagadguru Krishna Mandir Jagadguru Tvameva Mata Sapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Sasita Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Saranam Mandir ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। सहन भवतु सहन भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्मः।
In the meanwhile, we are preparing Vyas Puja. We're going to do a few others, lover of Satya Sanatana Dharma. Let me once again say Swagatam, welcome to all of you here to Gyaan Satsangh. I'm sure your staying here this evening will be so amazing. When you walk out of this Mandir yard or you walk out of this door of this Mandir, you will be filled with Gyaan. You will be filled with also to the devotees of the Potran Devi Temple. We are very happy to have you in Satsang with us, and all you special invitees. Once again, word of welcome to our dear Pandit Panditino, also Pandit Beta with us, and our very own Bhaiji Satish with us. We are very happy to have you in Satsang with us. To do us our first devotional acts, a representative of the Wimmer outside Ramakrishna Mandir to come forward.
Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deena Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopinath Radha Namaste Jai Madhava Murari Jai Madhava Murari Jai Keshav Hari Hari Keshav Hari Hari Madhava
Beautifully done by Gyaan, and giving praise and thanks to the Supreme Lord Bhagwan Shri Krishna. At this point in time, we'll listen to a representative of the Potmaran Devi Mandir. beautifully done by a devotee from the Potran Devi temple. Give him praise and thanks to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Sisters and brothers, we all are blessed and fortunate to be in Satsangh. Give praise and thanks. There are many people who want to be in Satsangh. Some of them, they probably something wrong with their hands, something wrong with their feet, something wrong with their head. Count yourself fortunate. You're very strong, you're healthy, and you dress up and you look so beautiful, and you be in Satsangh also. Now, the next devotional will be taken from devotee from the Windwater side, Mandir. Ms. Pratap, please come forward. Beautifully done by a devotee from the Windwater side, Mandir. Give him praise and thanks to our sweet and adorable Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Sisters and brothers, give the devotee of this beautiful temple a big round of applause. You know, you see this beautiful Singhasan, the Murti are very bedecked beautifully. Give them a next round of applause. This is what we need to do, as leaders within. We need to decorate our singhasan. So that must be the attractive one, when you come in. you very much, dear. We listen to a devotee from the Letkenny Chef Mandir. Let me once again say word of welcome to devotee from the Williamburg Mandir with us here. Also devotees, also let me say word of welcome to the Gyaan son with us. We're very happy to have you in Satsangh with us, sisters and brothers. Before we listen to our Vyasji, tonight we're going to listen to Bahenji Yonita and Bahenji Lalita for a kirtan before our Vyasji will be taking over this beautiful evening.
गोविंद गोविंद बजरे गोपाल गोपाल बजरे गोविंद गोविंद बजरे गोपाल गोपाल बजरे
Beautifully done by Benji, Lalita, and Miss with us. Give them a round of applause. For the past session that Panditji have been going around to the different temple, they actually gave a service towards Panditji and towards the Dharma. Thank you very much. Once again, let me acknowledge the President of Mahesh with us. We are very happy to have you in Satsangh with us. Come out of the executive body, we're not into Mandir, but today what we have seen, the difference, and this is what leadership is all about. Where there's cooperation, where there's love. I'm sure, sisters and brothers, after listening to all these wonderful and beautiful bhajan, we all in the right frame of mind to listen to Panditji for his pravachan for this beautiful evening, and I'm sure that Panditji is going to give us something very solid from the golden pages where we'll be touching from our beautiful scripture. With all the respect, over to you, Panditji.
प्रेम स्वरूप कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, सूर्य भगवान की जय, शिव शंकर भगवान की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम. Devotees, at this moment, let us all put our hands. Shri Guru Charana Kamarabhyona. He Krishna Karubhyam Prabhakara Ramayana Bhadraya Ramachandraya Merasi Raghunataya Nataya Sitaya Patye Sahitam Namami. Everyone. Sarvabhuteshu Durge Rupena Samsrita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Namastasye Namastasye. Respected mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters, beloved Pandits, members from various Mandirs, devotees all, my humble salutation, Namaskar, Pranam, Sitaram, to each and every one of you. Swagatam, welcome, which is the final night of Gyaan Satsangh, and I know for a fact we have learned all good things must come to an end. But as I'll be going back to continue from where I left off, likewise, all of you will continue until we meet again next year. Tonight, I want to bring, it says, he was roaming around in a forest, and like all of us, when we go to places and we spend a long time, especially on a hot day like today, you get very thirsty. By the name of Shri was performing meditation quietly. And as he was performing meditation, his eyes was open. And as Rajapati entered, he think, you know what? That great Maharishi is looking at him. Tonight, before I proceed further in Katha, it says, many of us, we have learned that when we are in Mandir, we close our eyes and we focus our mind. But there are some people who open their eyes and you might think they're looking at you, but they're not. Kata continue, tells us this evening, Raja Parikshit began to explain everything from the beginning. He started to speak in his own way. He says, "Oh great Shri, I'm here roaming in the forest and I'm very, very thirsty and I'm searching for water. Can you help me?" Raja Parikshit realized that the Rishi is paying no heed to him. And likewise, in our life, how many times we feel that we are being ignored in life as well? Any one of you? Sometimes people speak to you and you think you're speaking to someone, sorry, and you think you are ignored by them. How much time that occur in life? Not many, right? It says, tonight, after he noticed that he has been ignored, he bent his head and walked away. And as he walked away, while he was walking, Kata tells us what happened tonight. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. And now you should know it, right? Can you do it by yourself without the mic? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Very good. Nice. One more time. You know what? I should conclude Kata this evening because I feel I have accomplished something. Tonight you all want to sing is not so. As I'm going back, take that mic and chant that kirtan or do what you want to call it in Mandir. And by giving thanks and praises, my friends, just like that, our life can change eventually. It says, on the way, Raja Parikshit, as he was walking away, he saw a dead snake. And as he saw the dead snake caused no interference to him, but he decided to pick up that dead snake, and he went back now to the Maharishi and wrapped the snake around his neck. I want to ask you this evening, what if I bring a dead snake in this Mandir tonight? Will you sit here? Think about it. What if I have a dead snake in this Mandir tonight? Would you sit here? Yeah? I don't think so. Whenever we see snake, we don't want to live its life or death because we know the nature of a snake is not so. And sometimes in life, the snake has played dead sometimes. It's not so. So you don't want to make sure if that snake is alive. Lovely buddies and friends, it says, why we will get scared of the dead snake, it's all about the mind. Similarly, some will afraid of their own mother and their father, or brother and sister when they lie into the casket, into the box. And many of you will challenge me and say, you know what? No, I'm not. And I will tell you this evening. Many of you will go to the funeral home or the wake house in the evening and listen to the beautiful bhajan if there is. And as everything concludes now, you will go back home. And while going back home, you know, everybody went to the wake house and everybody take off all the light, but when you enter to the home, all the light is on. What comes to your mind first? Nothing, right? And let's say you're walking in the house and you hear the bathroom is flushing at the back. What comes to your mind? You don't get scared, eh? No? And let's say you alone step into the house, nobody in your footstep. What will happen? It says, especially 12 o'clock in the night when you come back from the wake house, everybody falls asleep silent. And eventually you smell the agravati, the loban, and you smell the perfume. What comes to your mind? Wrapping the death stake around the neck of the Maharishi, my friends, it says, Raja Parikshit, he went back to his kingdom, carrying on his business as a king. And as the news started to spread everywhere that Swami Rishi is pretending to be Bhagwan Shankar, there is a huge crowd went to go and observe. How much of you remember when that time in the 90s when Bhagwan Shankar was drinking the milk? And when you heard everybody gather up, similarly this evening, the whole cow everywhere heard that Raja Parikshit is praying. He is praying Lord Shiva. He is pretending. And they're going to see my friends. It says tonight, there's a huge crowd. And as they were there, they're saying that why he's pretending to put a dead snake and why he cannot put a living snake. He's such a coward. And of devotees and friends, as this news spread everywhere, Swami Rishi has a son as well. And he gets to know what's going on. Who is the son? God tells us this evening. Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandan Gopala. It says the son named Shri Rishi, and Shri Rishi came to see his father, my friends. And while he was there, everyone is making fun, mockery out of him, and you're laughing at his father. Shri Rishi was very, very upset. And what happened? He pronounced a curse, my friends. And as he pronounced a curse, he says that the dead snake will come back alive after 7 days and will bite that individual, that person who done this to my father, and he will die. At the moment, Sami Rishi awakening from his meditation and tapasya, he says, "Oh son, what have you done? Don't you know he's the king? Why you did this? If Raja Parikshit died, the age of Kali will begin. And this will consider the darkest age, and there will be a lot of corruption. We must go and notify the king." I want to ask you here this evening, how long will you live for? How long will you live for? The last time I asked someone, they said, "You know what? I live until I die." None of us know, right? It says, that is why it is important for us to learn to forgive, my friends. Forgive is something that is very, very hard to do. And it is important as we consider ourselves as a devotee of God, we must put our ego in a bag. Do you know kind of bag? Take our pride, our ego, and put it into a bag. And I will advise you to bury it. And if you don't believe in burial, you can burn it as well. Raja Parikshit, he was told by the Rishi, Sami Rishi, Shri Rishi, that you know what? You have only 7 days to live. And if I ask you, you have 7 days to live, what would you do, my friends? Time is short, right? It says this evening, he decided to do something. What he decided to do for his 7 days, Katha tells us. Jaya ho, Gopalana. Jaya ho, Narayana.
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 Jaya ho, Janardana.
Jaya ho, Janardana.
Jaya ho, Janardana.
Jaya ho, Janardana.
Jaya ho, Niranjana.
Jaya ho, Niranjana.
Jaya ho, Gopalana. Jaya ho, Narayana.
Jaya ho, Gopalana. Jaya ho, Narayana.
Jaya ho, Gopalana. Jaya ho, Narayana. Jaya ho, Gopalana. Jaya ho, Narayana. Jaya ho, Narayana. Jaya ho, Narayana. Raja Parikshit decided that he will spend his entire 7 days listening to Bhagavad Katha, preparing himself for when death will come. Raja Parikshit summons a being by the name of Sukdev Muni. Sukdev Muni is a child, my friends. He's very, very young. And Raja Parikshit says, "Oh Sukdev Muni, now you must narrate Bhagavad Katha. And as you narrate Bhagavad Katha to me, we will also give everyone else an opportunity to listen, so that they can also benefit from this as well." I want to take a minute. It says, long ago, we know we established 7 days and 7 nights yajna on behalf of our ancestors, pitris and so forth. And by listening to this katha, and I know for a fact there was a lot of drama in katha, but it says for ancestors there's many holy texts, many kathas, books that can read for the benefit of the Atma, for the soul, and likewise for us to have an opportunity to listen, so that when that time comes for us to leave this world, we will not be in the position as Raja Parikshit, my friends. As Sukdev Muni took up the challenge to narrate Bhagavad Gita, it says, all the senior citizens came to support Sukdev Muni, not to condemn him, not to criticize, not to find fault what he is reading, but they are there to support him. Because we learn, or we must learn in life, Sanatana Dharma teaches us, it is the duty of elder to support the junior, because the youth will be our future leader. If we don't give them an opportunity, how they will grow, my friends? So this is what Katha is teaching us, an opportunity for a young individual, and this is how we become someone. It says, how I become who I am is because of the challenge of life. People like you make me who I am today, because when a person don't want to say no and want to make sure with the little that they know to change life in bringing and helping and loving devotees and friends, by doing such, it says you will grow spiritually in life. But today in the world, in Kali, you know, I must say everything is a competition. Do you agree with me or not? Everything is a competition. And one of the kata, I have asked, who is the best? Who is the best tonight? I know somebody will name Mr. Best. Is there any Mr. Best in Mandir? I want to tell you this evening, the best is the humblest that you will ever find, my friends. The best is the simplest that you will ever find. The best is the one crying and laugh when you are laughing. Who shares every emotion together with you. And loving devotees and friends, that is how you know the best and the rest. Tonight, Papa tells us, Sukdev Muni begin to narrate. Muni Gyaan Sarvabhuta Bhagavata Bhani. It says the Bhagavad has no secret. Everyone heard that the king is performed Bhagavad Yajna. And what happened? Can you imagine? The king is performing Yajna. What will happen, my friends? Tonight, before I explain, it says in the Bhagavad Mahapuran, not everyone could perform this kind of yajna. Not everyone. It says it is through the punya, the blessings, our good merits, that we can able to perform a yajna like this. You're able, the king now is about to perform a yajna. But back in the days, there is something we do a little different in yajna than katha this evening. When we begin the yajna, there's several things we'll do. Can somebody help me? Everyone comes here will be blessed. And then, you know what happened for the rest of the night, right? Then the last day will be the Sunday, they call it the Sampuran. And that day, they will do something, my friends. What they will do, they will give down gifts. Tonight, a little different. Before the king start the yajna, he start to give gift before, not the end. You know what that teaches us? It teaches us that when he give the gift, who want to go away and who came for the gift, they will take the gift and go away. And the one who came to listen to yajna, they will stay. They don't have to even stay for 7 days for the gift. Very smart. The king did not choose to do that. It says everyone line up and they are about to receive their gifts. And lovely devotees and friends, as he's distributing gifts to everyone, he's not giving gift because his time is coming close. He's giving gift to benefit all his ancestors and not his physical body, but he's giving the gift for the effect to be on his atma, his soul. Because sometimes we give gift and we give for material things, my friends. But what he chooses to do here, he chooses to give not for himself, because he has only 7 days to live. And what he's giving is to benefit his soul. Tonight, let me continue to tell us what else happened. So they only speak these words. Ya Krishna Jaladha Bina Bhojan Hoge Tara Ya Krishna Jaladha Bina Bhojan Hoge Tara Harina Some of them went not because they heard the bhajan was playing, but they went because of the bhojan. How much of you does go yet? The second was some who very, I don't want to use the term, they will wait for the third one. And then that's where they're going to do Pradhan Devata or Devi Puja for the main deities, raising the flag. Some will want. The important thing in a Bhagavad Katha, what is that thing, my friends? You don't know? It tells us food. And you'll know the reason why. Katha tells us this evening, your body will nourish by the bhojan, and your soul will be nourished by the bhajan. If there is bhajan, there must be bhojan. And if there is bhojan, there should be bhajan. Now in your house, when you cook, what is played? Tell me. I'm not from here. Think about it. That's why when we are corrupted, the Hare Krishna movement teaches us that, you know what? By cooking the food, what we put into this food and what we put into our body, we become like a food. Older people have taught us that when we make our prasad long ago, or make bhojan for a yajna, there's some restriction. Can you tell me what are the restrictions, my friends? Nowadays, you go to the cater shop, there's no restriction then. I'll tell you now, when you're doing yajna, when you're doing your simple puja home, it is very, very important to follow these steps if you want the blessings of Bhagwan. It says when you will prepare for a yajna or a jandi, in the kitchen there is a limitation for certain things. Can you tell me what are the things, my friends? Firstly, there must be no quarrel, no fighting. Everyone must cooperate and everything must go very smoothly. If old people see a quarrel that the roti and the puri are bailed square instead of round, you fighting, a song bell remember long time? Round square, just make the puri silence, listen to bhajan or sing bhajan if you can. No quarrel at all. Kata continue that tells us this evening that some went there for the bhajan, for the bhajan instead of the bhajan, but likewise they both go hand in hand because the bhajan nourished the body and the bhajan nourished the soul. Continuation, Kata tells us tonight what happened. Sudhanar parushu jivan chara Naived kar pehidana Sudhanar parushu jivan chara Naived kar pehidana Sava ek brahma nijani Sudhur bhagan bhani Sukhadev kahe Gyani Sudhur bhagat bhani What else they went to the yajna for? Can anybody guess? Very good. I guess you're listening attentively this evening. Some went for the naive, the persad. And it says sometimes your mind will calculate Mahambog home and you will make it and it will not eat like you wanted in Jani house. Because Mohan Bhog is the food from Bhagwan. And he wanted to make home, I don't know what is that. But there are special things go on at the Jandi or the Yajna. Before I explain further, I want to ask you, when the parsad is coming around, my friends, how you should share the parsad? In a yajna or a jandi house, how the parsad should share? Anybody? Says before you collect your parsad, you must take RT. And after the RT, what else you partake with? The Panchamrit. And there's a way how you drink the milk, you know. How do you drink the milk? One person says you chati, like lick it up. It says in your hand you bring a little, see here, and you sip that milk. Some of you, the little that left, you will pass it over your head. Take the blessings, because that's the greatest prasadam. Now we come to the main thing that we are craving for, the Mohan Bhog and the whatever else in the world. It is the right time now to receive. How do you receive the prasad? And then I will tell you how you're supposed to receive it. I see you receive the prasad and you bow. You know it, do you perform it? I was looking at all the yajna, and don't lie, I see every one of you who went with me, I see when you collect the prasad or you collect it. You know how? When you collect the prasad, you bow first, and then what else? God tells us this evening that when you collect your prasad, immediately you should open that bag and take a pinch and put it into your mouth. But now, people don't take the pinch and put them in the mouth, you know. I am on keto diet, I am on no ghee diet, I am on whatever diet. When we heard Mahambo, our cholesterol go up high. Is that so? And long ago, our great-grandparents and grandparents used to cook with ghee. And up to this day and age, it says that ghee is one of the main and very, very effective for us to eat, at least, not a whole can, you know, a little bit. But nowadays, why it's raising our cholesterol? Because we eat the whole can. It says a little bit of ghee is very, very good for us to eat. And as well, it says the coconut is one of the greatest things to eat. Long ago, we just eat a piece of coconut with sugar. When last you eat a piece of coconut with the sugar now? When last you grate the coconut to cook the katar curry? Now you have the coconut milk in the can. We have it over there. You reach a Gyaan already? Good Lord. Long ago, my class used to grate the coconut and the little thing. Now when you grate the coconut, you have the shell, and you keep a little bit and put it in the shell, and then you give your mom the bowl or whatever, and you go in the kitchen and put some sugar, sani, and you eat. We never had cholesterol, you know, my friends. Nowadays, sometimes you hold the food, you get sick. You didn't eat it yet. What you put in your mind, that is what you will get out of it, my friends. God tells us this evening, as we receive the prasadam, immediately we must accept, collect it, and put a little bit in your mouth, taste it, because while you're going back home, old generation people says, there are a lot of negative influence outside. And one night I mentioned when somebody like your neighbor cook nice food and you want to take some over, you'll make sure you juta the food before you walk. Or else they'll say you want to pass it, Padres. Do you still practice these things? No. Old people go crazy, they went to a different school. That's why if you eat the food, you roll like a barrel in the bed. Isn't that so? Some of you, the food cannot even digest. Some of you feel miserable. Isn't that so? So, very importantly, when we partake of prasadam, it says there's a way how to do that. It says many went as well for the naive. As we go through Katha, Yajna, our journey, we all have our own purpose. Katha tells us similarly this evening. What has happened? Sukhdev tells to us this evening. यहाँ जीवन अर्म सुतारासी चरमानु देव विनासी यहाँ जीवन अर्म सुतारासी चरमानु विनासी रमन जो अभिमानी सुनभूत भागवत भावी
सुखदेव तेरे मुनि ज्ञानी सुनभूत भागवत भावी सुखदेव तेरे मुनि ज्ञानी सुनभूत भागवत भावी.
Says now everyone enter and the Bhagavad begin. And as the Bhagavad begin, what happened? Raja Parikshit has a son as well, and his name was Janamejaya. He was busy trying to form an army to make sure that the snake would not enter into the yajna. So once again I will repeat, Janamejaya, he formed an army to make sure that the snake will not enter into the yajna. What happened? It says, the snake has been given a name, and the name of the snake was Takshat. It says, Takshat would not come into the kingdom because we'll make sure we look every corner, and we will make sure we have whatever it takes to protect my father. These are the words of Janamejaya. Janamejaya also sent for a great machine who is very, very versed in taking out venom, poison, my friends. So, if the snake should come and bite his father, the rishi will extract the venom and save his father. The Devi Bhagavad says that there is something that is very, very good for a creature that is venomous, lovely devotees and friends. That whenever we have bite for any poisonous creature, it says the Devi Bhagavatam says if there is no professional care at that moment, there's something that we can do by ourselves until professional care arrives. Do you know about that? I'll take you back in the days. For those of you who are here in Mandir, our elder folks, did you ever do planting a libagdam long ago? Any one of you? In the rice field? Very good. And Nani, you know, there's be snake. There's be a lot of things in the rice field. And sometimes people get snake bite at the back. There's no hospital. There's nothing. And the blessings of the little knowledge that our foreparents came into this country, they learned and they experienced based on what's going on. That is how they learn, based on experience. And it says they will use different remedy to make sure they extract that poison or keep it very calm, not to spread throughout the body until a doctor arrives. Now you wait us do before, tell them. When you get snake bite, what does do? Now you say bite with the cloth. Some of us we learned in the background when you cut in the cane, dangerous snake, they will slice the area out. And they'll tie it very tight until someone comes. But look at the greatness of our Puranas. They're there, but we're not reading it. And tonight, you know for a fact, and if you want to test it, maybe Takshat come to your home, you get snake bite tonight while you sleep, and you'll use what Hatha tells us to take and extract the poison out of your body. It says, the Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran says, that every Janti house we go or yajna, this thing always serve, and especially whenever there's certain food, without this, the food not gonna go down. What is that thing? What is it? Somebody say achar? No, my friends. It says if you have pulauri, therefore you have to have sour. And what is sour make out of? There's two things. The mango and the tamarind. It says tamarind seed, when you crush it and you grind it and you put it on the snake bite, it helps to extract the poison. You never try it, but it is in our Puranas. If we don't know, we can. So if there is a possibility, or any time you have get contact with a poisonous creature, not the snake alone, scorpion, there's many things out there. Try it, and then you will know if our scripture is correct. Lovely devotees and friends, it says that as they went now for this great being, what happened? Janani Jai was trying to make sure he put everything into place to make sure this plan has come true. Loving devotees and friends, Tata continued to tell us this evening that Janani Jai formulated his army, the Maharishi, which verse in extra. No, you know that one. But when you put in music now, you pay attention, you listen to some nice bhajan and so forth, you reach faster. So while he was put to the yajna, what happened? He chose to sing on his journey. What he sang? These words. Govinda Bolo, Hari Gopal Bolo. Coming to the yajna, we are in the yajna now, and I want you to sing. By singing tonight, it is one of the greatest blessings, because if Takshat enter in this mandir, you will know the penalty of not singing loud tonight. Lovely devotees and friends, tonight let us all sing glories to this Bhagwan. because He's the knower of everything. And wherever we are, if we chant bhajan, whatever comes along our way, it will help to remove those negative influences. Let us all sing with one voice. Again. Govinda Guru, Gopal Guru. Great Rishi was chanting the name of Bhagavan Shri Krishna on his way. What happened? The snake Takshat, he also is singing and clapping his hand as well. Do you ever see a snake clap their hand and sing? Huh? You never see them, right? Loving devotees, what happened? It says this evening, as Takshat is clapping his hand and approaching the great Muni, from a distance you recognize him, that you know what? He blessed with a gift. And what he did, my friends, he says, "Oh Rishi, where are you going?" The Rishi says, "Well, you don't know? There is some snake will come to the king, and I'm going there, that if there's a possibility for the snake to bite that king, Raja Parikshit, I'm going there to save him from dying." Hearing this, he says here, tonight, as we live our life, who we tell our plan to? Tonight, the Takshat, that snake, is finding out everything on the journey. He knows everything. He knows the plan at this moment. And the Maharishi just tell the plan to Takshat, the snake. Isn't this what happens in society as well? Sometimes there's people around and we go and we tell them our plans. And not everybody tell them your plans as be happy, you know. Says the best plan is the plan that is formulated secretly, my friends. Never let anybody knows what your plan is, but let them see the success. Takshat, the snake, looked at the Rishi and says, "Oh Rishi, the yajna came to an end. Everybody leave. Raja Parikshit didn't die. Apparently the snake didn't show up. Everything finished." What happened? It says, Takshat continues, says, "Don't waste your time and go and see the king anymore. Let me give you a little dakshina, that as you're going, so you can have a little offering, so you can go back home in peace." The Rishi now took the dakshina and he smiled ears to ears and turned back and went away. What happened, loving devotees and friends? Takshat now, he knows his duty, what he did. Takshat made himself as Chotiru, very, very tiny, very, very small. And he take this form and he went into the yajna. He went into the yajna straight in front where the flower basket is. You know, every puja has got a flower basket at the end. And Takshat entered into the flower basket, and no one can able to see him at this moment because he blessed with something. He came with the fast pass. He came with the express. He came in without any line, lovely devotees and friends. Everyone who came in late was at the back of the yajna. He came in late and he went in front of the yajna. Isn't that interesting? And he went into the basket. What happened, lovely devotees and friends? Likewise, he says, death has a fast pass as well and has a front row seat in every one of us life. So be careful, lovely devotees and friends. We cannot run away from it. But there's things we can do to avoid getting into that, lovely devotees. What happened? Tonight, Tata continued to tell us what took place as we listen. जब यमराज परंग चल बैठे, जब यमराज परंग चल बैठे, उलटा कर दे उन अपने थे, कोई न जय मन भगति बसरिया, कोई न जय मन भगति बसरिया, कोई न जय मन भगति बसरिया. It says, Akshat went all the way in front. Janamijaya is looking everywhere for a snake, and he did not see any, my friends. Now they decide now that this yajna is almost coming to an end, and he take all his entire army, and they join together in making a circle around Raja Parikshit, holding their weapons. Talking about circle play a great role in our puja. Can anyone tell me how and when and where? Long ago when we go to a wake house, there has always be a circle, and at the center of the circle there will be something. A ring of singer, musician, but at the middle there will be something. A big plate with some milk, some candy. That is not in the scripture, you know. They used to do that. But they had a circle. But nowadays when you go to a wake house, when last you went to a wake house now? Nowadays when you go to the wake house, it's like a mela. Instead of Aaye bhi akela, Jaaye bhi akela. What happened? It says, in this day and age we are living and seeing, my friends, when you go to a wake house, it becomes an entertainment. The belly has to full, you know. And not the belly alone, the thirst also has to quench. Remember, whatever you're doing on behalf of the funeral, you're doing on behalf of the soul. And we have learned one thing as we grow in all the society, that whenever someone dies, when they die, when that person dead and leave us, and they blow good breeze on us, we'll be prosperous in life. And when that person is not pleased, and when they leave, the entire family life will be upside down. Do you know any people, anyone, they did funeral recently, everything was going nice, and suddenly, disaster? Who them blame? The Pandit and we walk good, you know. They blame the Pandit and we work good, you know. But this time, while the bhajan go on in the front and everything go on there, they have their own yajna walk. Loving devotees and friends, it says, circle play a great role. It says in a conversation as well, when we have meeting long ago, they will make a circle as well, because that is how you are able to see one another. Remember one of the night Mata when Lord Ganapati was speaking to his mother, the face was in a different direction, and when she turned around, the situation was not presented at all. Loving devotees, it says, just like that, circle play a great role. So as they join together in making this circle, they're making sure they pay keen attention in looking out, and they're trying to protect Raja Parikshit, holding their weapons. Raja Parikshit has been told now to take flowers for the final prayer. Talking about final prayer, it says when we go to Jandi or go to Yajna, it is very, very important at the final prayer to have a flower in your hand. And many of you will come from the street, there's many flower trees, but you will never bring a flower come because you don't know the importance of the flower. Some Yajman will be very, very smart enough to have some flower to share around, or now they learn because they didn't know, no offense at all. But it says at the end of the puja, final prayer, it is a must to at least have a flower in your hand. So now, when Raja Parikshit has told to take flowers, like all of us when you do puja, we don't take one flower, Nowadays you buy the flower. You make sure you grab everything in your hand because that's the final prayer. You don't want anything to go waste. Raja Parikshit, he did the same. He grabbed the whole entire basket of flower in his hand, and as he holds the flower in his hand, the prayer is about to recite. Lovely devotees and friends, prayers, it is a must to close our eyes. Is not so? Prayers, it's a must to clasp our hands and close our eyes. And as he clasped his hands and closed his eyes, everyone likewise, as this prayer has been recited, the army did not clasp their hands and close their eyes, but they were looking for Taksha. What happened? As they looked at Raja Parikshit, he closed his eyes. And as he closed his eyes, my friends, they know this is normal, because in a prayer, you close your eyes. And what happened? At this middle of the prayer, the mantra, Raja Parikshit eventually fell onto the ground. And what happened? They rushed to him, and when they find out, the Atma exit out of his body. Now, Janamijay think to himself, this is impossible. How can this happen? We stood here for the entire yajna. We formulate an army, we make a circle. And how can this be happening? And eventually, when he opened his hand, there was a snake bite in his hand. When he looked around for the Rishi now, the Rishi went back to his home. That has been planned by who? Loving devotees and friends. He says it's planned based on our karma. The ninth chapter tells us that Raja Parikshit closes his eyes and Takshat immediately attacked him. And as he fell into the ground, the snake bite was at the center of his hand. As Takshat has the snake bite, what happened? Tonight, everyone, like when we go to the wake house, we hear the bhajan. What they did? आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
It says to begin to sing, the yajna turned into the what? A wake house now. Lovely devotees, what it tells us, there is different bhajan for different occasions as well. Sometimes I go to wake house and I know people sing Hanuman bhajan, they sing all kind of deity bhajan. It is okay to sing Bhagwan Shri Krishna bhajan, but there's specific wake house song as we supposed to sing. It says every occasion there is specific song to sing as well. So the whole katha now turned into lovely devotees. It says this evening, as Raja Parikshit died, the son now took over the kingdom. And immediately, when he looked around, he saw that snake touched. He killed that snake and he threw it into the Hawan Kun. Tonight, likewise, when we do Hawan, it is very, very important for us to know what we're putting into the Hawan Kun as well. It says, Gyaan, as he became the king and he took over the kingdom, he made a new law. He says that go now and find all the snakes around and bring them. Bring them. And loving devotees and friends, if I ask you now to go now in society and find all the snakes and bring them, they have been instructed to bring them and they will be placed them into the Hawan Kun. They will burn them, loving devotees and friends. That is the katha. But I want to ask you here now, if you should go in society and look for snakes that clap in their hands and sing bhajan, and bring them come, and we'll put them into the Hawan Kun, what kind of Hawan Kun we gotta find for them? You know, this is the last satsang. I want to go home safely, alright? No offense at all. Lovely devotees and friends, it says this evening that they begin to capture all these snakes, and as they bring them, they push back Viman, the celestial chariot coming down from the heavenly board, and the Atma now has been placed. The Atma of Raja Parikshit has been placed in that chariot. As the chariot starts to go up, what happened? Every time Gyaan and his army put a snake into the Hawan Kun, the chariot is coming down. Every time they place a snake into the Hawan Kun, it is coming down. Raja Parikshit, the Atma, realized, and he says to the Yamduts, the servants of Yamraj, that what's going on? Can you tell me? The Yamdut says, look down and see for yourself. He says, many of us, it's good for us to see for ourselves. And as that Atma, Raja Parikshit, looked down, he saw his son is placing a snake into the Hawan Kun and he's coming down. Raja Parikshit says, can I speak to them? Can you give me the ability to speak to them? The young dude says, yes, go ahead and speak. You only have a minute, and only a minute. Tonight, there are some people when your father, your mother, or whoever passed away, you hear them voice sometimes, is not so? They're telling you things in dreams, they're telling you things in different ways, is not so? Says because they also is asking for an opportunity to speak to you so that you can understand what they want. Lovely devotees, Raja Parikshit says right away, stop. Oh Jananijai, stop what you're doing, because what you're doing is causing pain to me. Does this sound familiar? When you have a death and you're doing unnecessary things, you're causing pain to the soul. This is not Garud Puran. There is more. It says, loving devotees and friends, as Raja Parikshit has that opportunity, 1 minute, he says, stop what you're doing. And he has listened to Bhagavad Katha to get rid of his bad karma, and he's on a journey now to go to reach with Yam Devata. Now he's saying that you, O Janana, you have to listen now to Devi Bhagavad, and by giving praise to Devi Mata, doing so, your soul will gain salvation, mukti. So tonight, you know the importance of yajna. When we commit an act, when we commit something, it says it is difficult to do it now, but lovely devotees and friends, it says if you cannot afford to do 7, then you don't know, right? I'll tell you. Then you do 5. If you cannot afford to do 5, then you do 3. If you don't afford to do 3, then you do 1. But you shouldn't do none. It says at least you should do 1. At no point in time, it is not acceptable to do none. So lovely devotees and friends, for all of you now, as we put it into a nutshell, following on social media, beginning Gyaan Satsangh, by listening, now you have an opportunity to listen to 12 nights of Gyaan Satsangh. And who cannot, at least you listen to 1, or you listen to 3, or whatever they count you know. And by doing so, loving devotees and friends, what you are doing for yourself, tell me. You're not benefiting the Mandir, you're not benefiting myself or the Pandits, but you're all benefiting yourself. Now, I teach you everything. Now, I tell you what, it is your utmost duty now to take up as a challenge and do it on your own will. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do, but now you are all educated the importance of Gyaan Satsangh or Gyaan Yajna. Lovely devotees and friends, tonight it says when we do Yajna, there is a way Yajna should be done based on the scenario or what the situation is. Nowadays we go and we tell the Pandit what puja we want to do and what yajna we want to do. Nowadays turn that around and tell the Pandit the purpose of the puja and the yajna and let them tell you what has to be performed. Lovely devotees and friends. It says, consult them to know the prescribed ritual, and ritual as well cannot be performed any and every day because you have to make sure that day is prescribed according to the Patra to do certain ritual. There's 2 times of the year which we cannot do ritual. In conclusion here, I don't want to get you bored. There's 2 times which is highly auspicious and some days throughout the entire year. But 2 major events for the year, it is not recommended to do any kind of yajna, any kind of viva sanskar or initiation in life. What are those times? Pitri Paksh and? Very good. So you know it, but yet when I'm looking on social media, I'm seeing Jandi, I'm seeing Yajna, I'm seeing Hawan and all kinds of stuff. So what is the purpose we know and we are doing it, my friends? If you don't know, next year now is coming. Make sure you scratch those days out of your calendar, which I always do. And you scratch it out that no puja should be booked for this time. And loving devotees and friends. So when people come, or you may go to book your jandi, you know it is not the right time. So that is why when we do certain puja, we are not blessed because it is not the appropriate time. That is the importance of consulting your pandits. Doing yajna, it says there is a sequence, as I mentioned, as well. And likewise, I didn't get the opportunity to explain the different colors for the different deities of raising the flag. But as we conclude here, there is a specific sequence as you raise flag as well. And I want to clarify before I conclude. How much flag we should raise in a jandi? Anybody knows? Say it. Nobody is right or wrong. We are all here in the institution of learning, my friends. And I will explain long ago, and you will have the clue. Long ago, people, our elder folks, they did not afford to do a lot of jandi, but it is a must to raise Hanumanji flag. It says every Hindu, if you want to worship him or not, you have no option. It is a must to raise a red flag in front of every Hindu's home. Now, if you did not raise a red flag, as you book your puja, book a Hanuman Jandi next time. Moving on, Bhagwan Shiva puja is very important, my friends. That's why we have a lingam in our yard in offerings, and we know if we pray to Hanumanji, we are left out him, which is him also, the 11th Rudra. Doesn't matter, but at least we want to raise a flag for him. Now we end up with 2. And nobody else perform any jandi, but old people add another red flag. So you have 2 red and 1 for Bhagwan Shankar, which is 3. Do you know the count by now? What is the sequence? Now I will bring you into Kali now. We do many puja. We do Hanuman, we do Ganapati, we do lot of puja. But it says whenever you choose to do puja, if you end up with 2, 4, 6, or 8 flags, always add a red flag to make it 1, 3, 5, or 7, 9 in that sequence. So I would not explain further for you to misinterpret, but you know, it says tonight that not 2, 4, 6, 8, but 1, 3, 5. That's why we do now Durga Devi Puja, Saptamatrika, 7, 5. There are 7 Devis in the ocean. Isn't that so? These numbers play a great role, my friends. Until one time I was in New Jersey, performing a puja. A lady beat me up, tell me, you know what, Pandit, you're supposed to raise 2 flags. Who teach you? I said to her, why I have to raise the 2 flags? It says, yes, long ago they used to raise the 2 flags. I said, you know the reason why? She says, no, I never asked the Pandit. So I says, okay, I will tell you the reason why now. Count the flag? She says, 5. It says, the only way I will add 1 is if Mataji, the Yajman, choose to do another one, we'll double and use the red. So don't be confused at all. There's a reason why we double on that flag, my friends. Tonight, as you're going back home, I know there's so much things to learn in our puja, in our yajna, but I cannot touch on everything, my friends. Next year, once again, we are in the process of booking yajna, 3 nights at different locations, and I invite you to join with me, which will be summertime. And as I'm going to come back again, I will make sure we'll touch on different things to elevate you, to uplift your life, to make you a better devotee of God. And when you do things, you must do it with never any negative thought. Wonder if I am doing it correct, because you all know what you are doing, little by little, my friends. So I want to encourage each and every one of you that as you now go back home, put all these little things into practice and become a better devotee. I don't like to smile at people, but when I do have time, I'll make sure I look up and see what you're doing. And loving devotees and friends, doing that, if there's any way you're going on a negative path, might have a phone call, because now I have a lot of people sending me friends requests on Facebook. And don't worry, not anything to worry at all. If I see you doing something, my way of teaching an individual, I'll call you privately. We have a private and a nice conversation, not to beat you up, but teach you and explain what you're doing, my friends. So if you don't have a call from me from now to next year, you are on a good journey, alright? Tonight, generally listen to the father. In conclusion, the request. What happened? He began to prepare for Devi Bhagavad Katha. And as he prepared now, what happened? The chariot rise and went to the look of Yam Devata. That day will come for us all, loving devotees and friends. Tonight, as we conclude Katha, I will ask you to join with me as we sing this beautiful bhajan dedicated to Bhagwan Shri Ram. As we're going back home now, we're saying, oh Bhagwan, in this world we live, there are many things, there are many obstacles. As we are about to cross the ocean of mundane existence, we leave him to be the captain of our boat. And once he captain our boat, we will sail smoothly into that ocean, no matter what tide or natural disaster or whatever comes along in our life. Once we leave our doings into the hands of Paramatma Bhagwan, he will take control of our life. Let's all sing as we conclude Katha for this evening. Ram Naam Sahi Gyaan Jo Ramta Sakal Jahan Gat Gat Mein Jo Ram Ram Usko Ram Pehchan Tera Ram ji karenge bera paar bera paar tera राम जी करेंगे मेरा पार उदासी मन आंखों भरी तेरा राम जी करेंगे मेरा पार उदासी मन आंखों भरी हरि आप समाए राम जी करेंगे मेरा पार उदासी मन आई
I'm sure, sisters and brothers, we all are filled up. We're going to go home tonight. We're going to go home with something. We're going to go home with the nectar. We're going to go home with knowledge about our satsang. And Vyas actually mentioned some of the common things that we need to practice. How do we to receive our own handbook? Many times, we have to it as an ordinary something. And we just, if we feel like eating, eat it. And if you don't feel like eating, well, we just put it aside. Sisters and brothers, these are the petty things that we need to put into from the Walkable Shivala with us. So I'm going to ask Baiji Suraj to do us, to do us our next Suraj, to do us our next rendition that we'll listen to a devotees from the Walkable Shivala. And sisters and brothers, Wellesley is actually singing. Let us all clap. Let us sing together. We are in Satsang, despite if we are at food court or old room, we're going to dance till morning. Or do not say that, tonight, Pandit not done. Then this is the next one, all of my not done. We're all in Satsang. Like I mentioned, sisters and brothers, we are all healthy, we are strong, and we all are God's children. We all love Bhagavan Krishna. We all love Mandir. Let us show the Divine Mother. Let us show that love within us as we listen to Rachi.
जय कैलाशपति देवा देव महादेवा देव महादेवा जय कैलाशपति
Beautifully done. Give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, sisters and brothers. You know, this is the thing that when you see our younger generation, they're singing and they're climbing the ladder to success, we need to pull them up. We need to push them. So, representative of the Albion, the Guapbush Shavala, Mataji Shanti, please come forward.
Oh
chanting from the Guapu Shivala. Sisters and brothers, at this point in time, I'd like to ask the president of this beautiful temple to come forward, Pitaji Dori, and give him a round of applause, sisters and brothers. I have learned from this beautiful evening that we have the president, the current president of the temple. Also, we have the former president also here. So we're going to listen to the current president first, Pitaji Dori, to come forward.
Respect, Panditji, various believers, Father, Mother, and sisters. Let me take this opportunity to welcome each one of you to our beautiful, to this beautiful Satsangh. Devotees, I guess each one of you will take something home tonight that Panditji had explained. And our children can be a better individual in life. Devotees, we come here and we listen some of the basic things in our scripture, in our religion. And I am encourage all of you to take it in practice, teach our children a better person in life. Think positive, so that we can set our lives, we can set our mind to become a Panditji, I want to thank you very much for giving us this opportunity, and I really appreciate that you all take good use out of it, so that it will make you all somebody benefiting. We cannot reach to this stage. I would like to thank all of you. God bless all of you. Safe journey home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pitaji. At this point in time, we'll listen to the former president of this temple, and he's no stranger to all of you. Give him a bigger round of applause.
Sitaram devotees. Devotees from near and far who came out in such a large number to praise our Satsangh, our one-day Gyaan Satsangh. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Devotees, let's give Panditji a round of applause for 12 days of Satsangh and the one. He does it for free. If there is more Panditji like him, would be richer and wealthier. Thank you very much, Panditji, for leaving your home from USA and come to our Mandir, Sandreef Shri Krishna Mandir. I hope and pray this is not your last visit. Turn out, you come from so far, you come from so far to please us. You like our Mandir as your mission to get 12 marble murti from India. And that is our mission, to get these murti. Now when we do our opening, come in China, the grand opening, come in China. As murtis take over 3 months from India to there. Take time. We send a patient to you, and please grant that to ask wishes and grand opening. Maybe it is not the last time we will send it to this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pitaji. Devotees, the devotees of this beautiful Mandir, they have a surprise for all of you, and which is the youth will be performing, and if I'm correct, is a Rasmila dance they will be performing, the youths of this temple. Various Mandir, and like all of us, leave the comfort of our home and we meet here. We need more of these satsangs together. There are many executive members from different mandirs are here. There are different members from different mandirs that are here. We are the one who need to bring more of these satsangs together. And I'm sure that you're going to enjoy this wonderful dance that we're performing tonight, and you're all of the youths of this beautiful temple. So put your hands together once more. As they make their way in, it is not an easy task to teaching children together. Put your hands together for a young stalwart who's actually doing things in Sanatana Dharma. Over to you, Bharji.
Alright, since we're everyone, I'm very happy to have tonight on the Chief Welcome to the Mandir. The youths of this Mandir they have put together a dance. I know it's the last Satsangh, and they have put together a dance. The dance is depicting the love between Radha and Krishna. Now, some people might say, why dance in the Mandir? But we all
let's go pick some flowers for our dear Krishna ji. Radharani, why are you so sad?
I really miss my Krishna ji. I just wish he could appear out of nowhere. Where he will come.
Oh, Radharani, don't be worried. I'm sure he'll answer our prayers, just like last time.
Check one. Come on, sisters and brothers, you can do better than that. Give them a big round of applause. I'm sure that we all enjoy them. This is what, we not, sometimes we need to go to Turn Georgetown to see these kind of dancing, But in our own community, we can have this. So give them a next round of applause. And in every single Mandir, we need youth. We need youth groups so that we can bring them together. Because youth is one of the things, you don't put them together. Put them in groups to do things. This is the way that they're going to go on different ways. But when we can put them together, put them in activity, to do different things, this is how the way they're going to room together. And sometimes music, dancing, singing. At this point in time, I do not want to speak a lot about Papa Noah than the treasure of the temple, and I'm sure that we have in the vote of thanks that we listen to our final devotional from Haji Mahesh. We're going to listen to Haji. And he's the man who actually practiced in his kids, I think, itself, along with Krishna. These are the ones that practice and give them wonderful children. Give him a bigger round of applause. I can remember very long was a few years long, right? A couple of years back, we used to come and we used to have like teach classes, but they take some time like to learn. And you know when they have the mela, when I hear the MC, then I see these children performing, right? And these are the kind of things that when we see children doing this thing, we need to, you need to rise them up, get them a tap on the shoulder that you're doing good. Encourage them so that they will feel good about it. I will listen to YG.
Alright, thank you so much for having me, everyone. This kid actually made incredible stuff. Anyways, on behalf of the executive members of the Sandreef Krishna Mandir, we'd like to say thank you, Pandji and Dean, for being here with us. And as Pitaji Jagu mentioned, please let this not be your last visit. We are currently on a mission of sourcing over 10 more Gurus from India, and we are hoping to get them by year end, and we will have our grand opening once everything goes well in January. It's going to be a big opening. Of course, with the support of everybody, so that's one of the big projects we have to do. If you look outside the Mandir, you will see an altar is not completed as yet. We have so many work still here to do, but we are all servants of God, and we will continue to work to make this Mandir a better one. Regardless of what, I will give it my best in this Mandir, and as well as the other executives and members of this Mandir. Thank you to the musicians, Lalita, Suresh, Sakesh, Suraj, I don't know, Panditji as well, Panditji Dino. Thank you guys for being here so much. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We appreciate that. It's a Sunday night, people normally prepare to go to work and normally go anywhere tonight, but it shows that you guys have love for Bhagwan. That's why you guys are here tonight. Ravi, thank you so much for doing a fantastic job. Please put your hand for Ravi. I remember when I called Ravi a couple days before when we had our grand mela. I said, Ravi, I need to MC this program. I don't care what you need to MC my program. And he came and do it free for me. So Ravi, thank you so much, and may God continue to bless you to do whatever you're doing. Special thanks to the sponsor of tonight, Satsangh. Thanks to all that who came out, everybody who came out, preparing the bhojan, prasadam, decorating of the altar, cleaning of the mandir, everything. And last, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone here, all the members, people from near and far. Thank you so much for being here. And please let this not be your first and your last visit to Sandreef Mandir. The door of Sandreef Krishna Mandir, they're always going to be open for anyone to come here. Thank you so much. And also to my beautiful kids here. And my brother Mario. He's the one who actually did the dance.
Thank you very much. It's very touching and emotional when you can practice children and you can see how they can come out so beautiful. Time we listen to no other than Bhaiji Mahesh for our next budget. And Bhaiji Mahesh plays a very important role. As a businessman, he always been there for people when we go buy our Indian clothing, when we come to Mandir, he always
Brahma Gai Radhe Radhe, Vishnu Gai Radhe Radhe, Brahma Gai Radhe Radhe, Vishnu Gai Radhe Radhe, Shankar ke W se awaaz aaye Radhe Radhe, Shankar ke W se awaaz aaye Radhe Radhe. Anmol bolo Radhe Radhe, Shama Kola, Anmol bolo Radhe Radhe. Shri Gai Radhe Radhe Radhe, Shara Sena को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे, श्यामा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। गंगा गाय राधे राधे, जमुना गाय राधे राधे, गंगा गाय राधे राधे, जमुना गाय राधे राधे। आपा से अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे, आपा से अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे, श्यामा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। सूर्य गाय राधे राधे, चंद्र गाय राधे राधे, सूर्य गाय राधे राधे, चंद्र गाय राधे राधे। आवा से अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे, राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे, श्यामा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे। राधा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे, श्यामा को नाम अनमोल बोलो राधे राधे।
Thank you very much, Vaiji Mahesh. And that's what Jan is saying. Brahma Gaye Radhe Radhe. Lord Brahma chant the name of Radhe Radhe. Bijli Gaye Radhe Radhe. Badal Gaye Radhe Radhe. Everyone chant the name of Radha Rani. It's a special request for Bahenji Meera to do a bhajan. And I'm sure that will be our final devotional for this evening. It's a special request for Meera, for her brother to play the dola. Vaiji Vijay, please come forward. Beautifully done by the Mira company with our brother and the Dola. And we have our very own Baiji here. And sisters and brothers likewise, in every person Mandir, in every Mandir you have youth, you have young children. And what you need to do as a leader, not to yell at them, not to say bad things about them, but you know what we need to do? We need to strive them, we need to sit with them and teach them. If you take 1 month to just teach them 2 lines of a song, do it to the end of it. When you become older somehow, you'll be enjoying them, you'll enjoy to see, you know, say, these are my children, these are my children. Parents out there, love somebody's children like your children. Love somebody's daughter like your daughter. Love somebody's son like your son. Sisters and brothers, that we need to do as Hindus. Serve humanity. Krishna is within all of us. You know, we need not to take basket of flowers or basket of our prasad and we bring to the Siddhasa to Bhagwan and offer. And in our within, the Krishna within us, we don't like it. You know, we hate somebody, sisters and brothers. We need to put this aside. This is what Gyaan Satsangh teaches us, sisters and brothers. We need not to be educated for these kinds of things. But we need to go back to our chemicals. If I'm the president, I'm the treasurer, I'm the secretary. When you hold this position, we have to have criticism. We have to have bad day. People have to criticize. If criticism should kill people, I should be the first one to die. But sisters and brothers, I live by my name. My name is Ravi, and allow me to shine. Allow me to shine, sisters and brothers. And this is what we need to do. We need to stand up as Hindus together. We need to stand together, to work together as one big family together. A beautiful Sanskrit sloka says, on this line says, to Vasudev Kutumbakam, the entire world is one big family. With all due respect, I would like to hand you to this microphone to my one and only brother, Panditino Ji with us, and he went with us in most of the satsang. And he's no stranger to Burmese, a member of parliament and also a very outspoken individual when it comes to the field of children within education. And put your hands together for our very own.
प्रेम स्वरूप श्री चंद्र भगवान की प्रेम स्वरूप व्यास महाराज की devotees have been enjoyed tonight. Yes. It has been a long time that we have gone to a Gyaan Satsangh and we clap so much and sing along and smile and laugh and enjoy. And most importantly, be entertained by these wonderful messages. Put your hands together for it. There's one there right now in the gate, she gets me anyway. Devotees, I will not be long this evening because you have had enough. But I want to say thanks to all the Mandirs who have hosted Vyasji over almost 2 weeks. And Latikani, Bushlak, Monripo, Wimbo, Saibu, Waterside, Shivala, Sandreef, Mortis, Maikoni Creek, Reliance, Lancaster, and I don't think I forgot it. And 2 days of Baiji. So we had all the Mandirs were very much happy to have Pandiji, and the 2 sessions at Baiji Mahesh. Here we enjoy the session as well. Pidaji made mention earlier that Vyasji came, left his comfort, left the comfort of his home, traveled here to share his knowledge with us. And he is very happy. Session after session, Mandir after Mandir, more energy is given to him. He is doing more and more and more. You know, sometimes one mother will say, when she goes night, 10, 11 o'clock night, then she said, I'm going to go tomorrow. And just she wake up next day, she will lose her energy. And I'll work the speed of the quick. She doesn't have to, right? And I'll work the speed of the quick. So that. We were saying this today that there is a feeling in inside, which will say to us, tomorrow also there, you are, you know, 10 of these finances are these, 10 of these insurance is in a budget, and this will come to us tomorrow. But all the things must come to an end. So all the pandits who have come along during the session, Pandit Gyaan, Pandit Devo, Pandit Veda, Pandit Vinod, Pandit Devdat, Pandit Rohit, Pandit Vinod, and things have never come in here. Thank you for, you know, supporting Vyasji, because he has done tremendously well. Brothers and sisters, Vasudevam Kutumbakam. Very, very good. None of us is bigger or smaller. All of us belong to one family. And this family was created by God Himself. All of us are children of God. Let us do what we have to do. The first session, Pandit talked, he talks something called effort. The word. Nothing will come our way without effort. Don't you remember this dance so nice? Surah sings so nice? Practice. What is it? Everybody. I will sing nicely. No one will teach you, you know? The more you practice, the more you become. That is what we want. To the parents, this is what you need to bring your children to Mandir for. To the children, all of you can shine and be like Ravi and Suraj and everyone else. And Miraji. All of you. So I'm saying to Mira today that from now to next year, she got to make another little Mira sing like you. And then that other little Mira next year will train somebody else. And that is what we will make such as an Atmanvaidik Dharma from. That is what we make such as an Atmanvaidik Dharma from. My final message to you is that school is in session. All of our children. Grade 6 exam will be writing next month, 3rd and 4th. The next week, right? 3rd and 4th will be grade 6 exams. Please, even if they go now, send them to write the exam. They can score some marks. Still, send them. Right? I am appealing to all of you, ensure that they go to school so that they will learn as much as they can. And make sure that you bring them to Mandir so that they can learn this knowledge as well. What Pandit is doing is teaching us more and more so that we can understand and expand our intellect. Anything else I'm going to say? Anybody want to say anything? Anybody want to make any comment? Was it good? You enjoyed? Yes. You want more of this session? Yes. The story is we got away with the occasion. You know? So we are hoping, based on the kathas that he has been explaining to all at all the mandirs, we know Garud Puran coming. Because he said that we need to be on one page when we're doing their work and Durga Path and Janvi and so that when Pandit Suraj come, Pandit Ravi come, Pandit Satish come, and Pandit Mahesh come, all will sing the same swaha. You know? Some of them will say, aha, so I do this one. Right? So that is what we will be coming for next year. Saraswati Mata will ensure that you do the necessary. On behalf of the team who have been following Pandit every day, thank you for your support. The person sound nice, the kirtan sound nice, because you clap and enjoy. That is what makes them. So, you have a chance learning to sing, build them up, encourage them. Or say hello, or teach them to come to Prem se bolo Govinda Bhagwan ki. I must say to the parents and the family of Panditji, thank you to them for sparing him, for the 2 weeks. Because of the good support that he has been receiving at that end, make him come to do what he has done for us. Friends of Lobias Bhagwan Ki. That is how generally sing this together. I will take 2 verses. Guru Ji ke charanon mein. For 12 sessions he has been our teacher. Shisha ko sukhawo janam janam ka bhagya pal paalo. The knowledge that we receive can change our life word after word. So what you listen for all the sessions? So many pastors go with the other side. Guru Ji ke charanon mein swadhao janam janam ka bhagya 26, 27, and 28, Swami Prakashananda will be coming to Guyana. He is a Swami in Trinidad, and he will be visiting us. 26 will be at K Hindu Youth Organization. 27 and 28 will be at Krishna Vishnu Mandir. You watch TV and listen, you know it right. Friday will be Sita Jayanti, 28. Please, all the ladies, and all the girls, all the daughters, all the wives, please. Remember Sita Mata. You have from now till 28 to watch the story Ramayana on YouTube. Tonight when you go home, watch on YouTube, Ramayana, Sita story. Right? From the time she born until the closure of the Ramayana. And then you will see how much you need to improve your life. Prem to Bolo Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki. Over to Ravi.
Thank you very much, Panditji. Let me say word of welcome to Miss Narissa from WIM. She is with us at a few Satsangh. Give her a round of applause. A young lady, and I think she's going to finish university also. Company me this evening, I have Mataji Jaso and Mataji Pramla, and they are all, the two of them are pensioners. Give them a round of applause. And they are women walk the side back, make it to Satsangh. Also, my mom accompany here by G. Premo. Give him a round of applause. Many of the Satsangh. And accompany Pandit for many of the Satsangh in Apnuwada than Mataji Chandra with us. Give her a round of applause. If you go to the Satsangh, she is with Panditji. And to our very own Bhaiji Arvind, give him a big round of applause. And to our Dolak player, Bhaiji Satish. And to these two lovely ladies, Behenji, Lalita and Miss Unita, give them a bigger round of applause for being here in Satsang with us. May the blessing of Bhagwan Kunji to be with them. Devotees, those of you who go back to your respectable Mandir, start something, start a match with the Satsang. Get common children, begin to teach them something. Mataji, you need to sing so beautiful, Behenji, Lalita. These are the things we need to do. These are the basic things. And then we're going to start moving out to the different Mandir. Thank you very much, devotees. To one and all, please. Thank you to all of you. And may you go home safe and always continue to walk the path of Dharma. Always remember, no matter how far the light may run, the truth will always get down. So don't think that somebody's doing you something, lie. Always be humble, be simple, and be an example. Thank you very much. Shall we all please stand for the final arti? I'm going to ask a devotee from this temple to sing arti. Okay, I'm going to ask devotees in the Kirtan group, those of you that sing as yet, you can allow somebody else to sing arti, please. I'll do somebody.
Oh